Q3 update. We have had some changes. A few small accounts have left and we have replaced them with bigger accounts. And it seems to be a theme for the quarter. Hopefully this is the direction Q4 goes as well. For a long time we were working with a lot of startups and smaller brands, which are very fun. You know, they can turn into big accounts if they're well funded, but you know, they come with challenges as well. Sometimes they don't know that, you know, the difference between cash flow and profit as well. They inherently have challenges to scale the business, so we can't scale them quite as fast if they want, even if they wanted to or had the returns to. So it's certainly easier to work on bigger accounts because, you know, the money coming out for ad spend is not right out of their debit account. Oftentimes there's, you know, reserves for the company or the venture backed, whatever it might be, typically a marketing manager in place. So, you know, there's always people that with bigger companies that are dedicated to the marketing efforts and understand them. So it's easier to work with these bigger accounts as well. So I think as we move into Q4 and on into 2022, we'll probably be looking to either restructure our small business section where we have a dedicated small business department with very different offering or eliminate that from what we're doing. I'm speculating here, there hasn't been a decision on that, but based on the trajectory of what the size of our clients are and how we're able to perform for these bigger clients, the consistency that comes along with it, I think it's really likely that that's probably the direction we'll go. As a function of growth, swapping out bigger accounts for smaller, and also of course gaining clients, we have had a need to hire. We've hired, we're in the process of presenting an offer to another Facebook buyer, and have hired a account manager, which is really exciting. We were looking for quite a while for a good account manager, someone with experience, strategic knowledge, and we found a person that is a great fit, it seems, and is excited to join us and be a part of the growth. You know, we're 20 people, whatever it is, and aiming to be a lot bigger than that. Need good people to help us with that, and you know, the right people can really add to the experience for everyone who's working with us in the team. The wrong people make it more challenging. So I'm excited to have found a couple of new people to join in, especially right before Q4. Is going to make it perfect timing to onboard them, ramp them up, and get them ready to go for this very, very important quarter. iOS also has presented challenges for us. I went on a podcast recently, the Sticky Branding podcast, in this Q3, discussing it. But you know, generally, it's been a very big challenge this quarter. You know, ROAS changed a lot. Attribution dropped anywhere from 30 to 80% for some brands. And you know, we've had, as a result, to diversify a lot of our efforts for top of funnel from Facebook to platforms like Snap, TikTok, and of course Google and YouTube. Some changes on YouTube, like switching from last click to data driven. They made that option available, is going to help improve that platform for top of funnel prospecting, which is really exciting. You know, in general, talking more about marketing efficiency ratios, looking at all revenue, all expenses to achieve that revenue, and getting a ratio there. Having conversations more on that, and LTV to CAC ratio is really the direction that we're going, and using these attributed revenue on these platforms as a guiding light as to whether it's working on specific campaigns or not. If people are actively converting at any kind of clip, rather than is this the platform that's our stallion, we should feed it. So looking at it as a contributing factor, looking at metrics like add to carts and clicks to webs, click costs and CPMs, and overall engagement in the ads, with conversions as a heavy component of that for pausing or loading more variations of creative and copy, rather than exclusively relying on the attributed revenue shown in those platforms. So it's forcing marketing managers and us to get better, which is good. It's forcing people to learn more about UTMs and analytics and efficiency ratios across the entire marketing effort. So it's going to be a learning time for a lot of people that aren't familiar with operating consumer goods and e-com, and looking at their overall efforts as opposed to just one platform and, hey, turn it up, Facebook looks good. What used to be a 3x ROAS might be 1.5, but it offers the same return on the back end. you need to know that. So you can make decisions on scaling now. We've switched a few little things. We switched for a long time. For some reason, we were having clients, we were paying the transaction fee when clients would pay their bills. We bill through Stripe, and we would have clients pay their bills through Stripe, and if they pay with a credit card, we were paying the fees. So we've now switched that so the clients pay the fees, which was ridiculous. I don't know why we were doing that. No service providers do that. So it just literally, we hadn't thought of it. So that's a nice little pickup for us in terms of a change of something functionality wise on the back end to drive more revenue without really doing anything. And then secondly, we've switched from a weekly payment schedule for staff to bi-monthly, twice monthly, 15th and end of month. That is going to grant us a spectacular level of consistency in our payroll, because some months have 5 billing periods and some months if on a weekly. But with a twice monthly, there's only 2 billing periods no matter what. So the expense is going to be way more consistent, way more predictable. You know, we can't have payroll increasing and decreasing by $30,000 or $40,000 per month based on one more week. All right, so we can't do that. So that change has been very helpful in terms of granting some consistency. We're redoing our creative approval and submission process. As a boutique agency, which I would still consider us for sure at 20 people, as a boutique agency, we get to be a little more fluid. We get to make changes to the systems that we operate in and how we do business quickly, which is good. Because if something's not working for us, we can make a change. This particular change is in the way that we submit approval requests for creative and ads. You know, a lot of clients want to make sure that the copy's totally compliant with what they want. They approve everything that goes on before it goes live. And we need a better system for that. Currently is not as organized and as efficient as I'd like. There's a little bit of a bottleneck between the creative team and account management. So what we're going to do is leverage ClickUp's, the task management software we have, and add clients to specific dashboards so we can load creative within these ClickUp dashboards, and the clients can just bypass account management for this and just say approved or revision request, write some comments in, boom, publish. So trying to get onto that platform more exclusively is going to grant us a higher level of efficiency, better communication, and all that. So I'm excited about that as well. We have finished our Q4 planning, I guess, conversation prep. We've got all our strategies, all our time frames, all our suggestions, all our ads dialed in, what we want clients to make, what we want to do, how we want pop-ups to function, everything we're ready to discuss at this point. We've got this massive presentation ready. We're going to go through, do it with all our clients. We've already started doing it for some. We need to tighten those up here in the early part of October to make sure everybody's on the same page so that we go into November already having our ads ready to go. Amazon's already started their Black Friday sales. There's going to be massive industry concerns about inventory. Everybody is, because of COVID, having trouble getting enough product, getting their product in on time. So there's going to be challenges for a lot of brands with inventory, and as we all know, inventory or even size constraints can massively impact ROAS in a negative way. So we want to make sure that everything is communicated well with clients. We've got inventory communication going back and forth quickly, and the clients know what we need, what we want, so everything's ready to go, at least by the end of October. There's no questions. There's nothing needed in November. We don't have any last minute changes going on. That's the goal. We want our clients to have presentations nice and early, this early part of October, so they've got the rest of the month to get everything to us. That's always our strategy. We present what we want. We show them the ads that have worked in the past few years, the suggestions that we're going to make based on timeframes of when they should start, stop, what size promos, when they should go up higher or lower. And then they can do whatever they want. Some brands don't want to discount at all. Some do want to do big discounts. Some want to participate the whole time. Some just the big weekend. Our job is to provide perspective, information, and then that puts the brand owners and operators in a position of knowledge so they can make a more confident decision with the perspective that they're paying us for. And that's our goal. So we're ready to do that. We're launching that. I'm excited. It should be a spectacular Q4 this year. It's going to be longer than it ever has been, and it's going to be more maybe sporadic is a good word to use, because the reporting delays from the iOS update are going to make this a challenge to see what happens at the end of the day. You know, you look at 2019, Black Friday was a big day and Cyber Monday was trash. In 2020, Black Friday was trash and Cyber Monday was the biggest day of the year. What's going to happen this year? You know, I think it might be extended, but based on reporting delays, we might not know. So we might have to go consistent across the whole weekend. You know, these are the kind of strategy conversations that we're having with clients. We already know what we're going to do and the suggestions we're going to make. Feel free to reach out if you want to find out what they are. So thanks for watching this one. That's the Q3 update. It was a good, we've grown again this quarter. It was, and made it through iOS, so that was really exciting. And now it's the busiest time of year, our Q4, and we're ready. Looking forward to seeing what kind of changes happen here by the end of the year.